1. Hey guys, happy May the 4th, hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4 day. It's been a bit of an interesting day, this one, but I have seen that we were trending this morning over on X and Blue Sky. Prior to stream going live, we were trending with the hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4 around 7:30 this evening with 3,500 posts. I've noted on X the hashtag Shenmue is now also trending around 1,200 posts and is going up all the time as well. And we are in the top 15 trending on Blue Sky as well. We've broken the top 15. The closest we got was the top 25 a couple of months ago. So guys, that is a fantastic result, and those numbers are going to keep going up and up and up and up. Sega, I'm sure you're watching. I won't use my complete quote because we're now in their Discord server and they may find out where I live. But well done, everybody. Great start. We'll keep on going. But as ever, I have James with me. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. Thank you, Matt. How are you doing? Yeah,
all good. Busy Sunday. What was going to be a relaxing Sunday turned into a very busy Sunday, but I won't go into that here. Everybody is here for the hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4 stream. We're going to do something a little bit different in that I'm going to be playing a game inspired by Shenmue as part of the stream, as well as some Shenmue. But we'll come on to that in
what that could be,
in a minute. I'm sure some of you may have played this already. But before we go and do all that, let's say hello to some of the people in chat, and then we'll hit the news section. So I can see Vivi Gamer is in, Corporal Dwayne Hicks is in, I can see Anadil is in, Greg64, Guppy Coy is in, Renners is in, Skill Gym is in, Shenmue Dojo is in, don't know who they are, Shenmue Village is in as well, Clunky Mage is in. Going a bit further back up the chat, I can see Nick of Heavens is in, Stefan Tech is in, that's a new name, I haven't seen you before, welcome in. Nick of Heavens is in as well, and I can keep going all the way up to the top. Let's have a quick Sean Hastings as well, Manny the Legend Figueroa is in as well, and a few more besides. So guys, thank you for dropping into this stream. Hope you're all looking forward to what's going to be a nice chilled stream, but one that, again, celebrating obviously Shenmue winning its BAFTA, which, you know, one of the most influential game of all time, and we're playing a game influenced by Shenmue, so it's very appropriate. But first and foremost, let's hit the news section. We've got some bits and pieces of news kicking around. Some are big, some are small, and some I don't know, but they're newsworthy all the same. Hey, Tonal Recall, welcome in. So, James, we have 2 new podcast episodes coming. Well, one's already out, in fact.
We do. Well, one's already out, yeah. It came out Tuesday just gone. So hopefully you've checked that out. If you haven't, it's a really great episode, I feel like, basically on that BAFTA award-winning Shenmue's the most influential video game of all time. We've got a show all about it, basically. It's called Under the Influence of Shenmue. So essentially me and Matt talk about what we feel are the things in Shenmue that have gone on to influence other games. And then we talk about said games that we feel have been influenced by those things. And then finally we sort of deep dive into the developers, straight from the horse's mouth essentially, who actually do cite Shenmue as an influence on their game. So if you haven't listened to that yet, highly recommend if you want to. It's an enjoyable show, I feel like. I've listened to it a couple of times myself, so we basically make shows for ourselves, I think.
Well, yeah, we do a bit, don't we?
Everyone wants a Shenmue show, don't they?
Well, you'd think so. And thank you, before I go into that, so. Cameron Kirby, thank you for becoming a member again for the 2nd month in a row. We're doing well. Hope you're doing well as well, Cameron. Thank you, as always, for doing that. Thank you to all our members as well for sticking by it and enjoying the podcast. But on top of that, we do have another episode coming out. It will be about a fortnight away now. The edit is finished. It's taken me a bloody long time to finish the edit on that one. But it's a
nightmare, isn't it?
It is. You've got to get everything right, line it up, put artwork in, but you need it right with something like this. So this is part 2 of the artworks that we, obviously, the auction artworks that we have released for everybody to have a look at. We've invited Shem Musings back, so Stuart or Miles Prower, I'm sure everybody knows who Stuart is by now, who's also put a blog out on Wong's mum today, so go and check that out if you haven't done so already. In about a fortnight, we'll be going through all the NPCs that were in the artwork, and Stu has lent his Sega and Shenmue encyclopedic brain to look at the differences and all sorts around the NPCs, where they appear, where they don't appear. some facial changes, some face swaps, and some other bits and pieces as well. So keep an eye out for that as well. Again, a great episode, and one that I think people will enjoy. I am in the middle of editing the last part of the artworks as well. So that should be coming out probably in about 4 to 6 weeks. And James and I have another podcast scheduled in to record on Thursday, as long as my wife doesn't go into labour.
Yeah, it's just busy stuff, mate, especially for you. But we've recorded well, we'll probably keep it a secret for now, just because it's a really...
It's really cool. Really cool.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's a cool episode, actually. That'll probably be the one after the part 2 artwork. So just sort of getting like a mainline episode, artworks, mainline episode, artworks, mainline episode. No more artworks because that's done. But hopefully you enjoy the content that's coming your way, guys. So let's move on from us now, Matt.
Yeah.
We're going to have some like proper Shenmue news now. So we